It's not me here when I get my license after I finish my practical, which is the final stage. And I will show you your first step and procedure where you need go. That to just go to the nearest post office where they close to you. You will see them for the next video. Everything there. You get your form, which is all enclosed in an envelope. Your D2 and your D4 forms, which your D4 is for medical, your D2 is for your HGV license. Higher. Please, can I get a D2 and a D4 form? Thank you. Is the D4 inside? Inside. Oh, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. And inside your D2 form, you get your D2 form and you get your D4 medical. So you see D2 1, D4 2. Those are the two things you need to start your application. And just enter a post office, request for it. It's free, nobody will charge you. Then you fill them up. If you see inside the form, this is what you can get from the form. I can zoom in. You see, this is your D2 form, which is where you fill for your class 1, class 2, or boss application. This is your D4, which is for your medicals. Now, this is everything you can find in the envelope where you can collect them for your post office. They even get leaflets which will show you instructions on how to fill them. Not be anything serious. All this other one, plenty, Magana Turanshi. This is all you have to see in the envelope. Now you see this whole thing. You go fill your D2, you go fill your D4. Join them together with your original license, which you don't get, where you sit the exam, where you get it, they don't give you. Send them to these people. Then it usually depends on applications where they're for grant. My own took me about, I think, a week or 2 weeks. They sent it back. Then now when they send them back to you, you know, go say any difference for your license. But for the system, it don't already show say you don't get provisional license for C+E lorry driving application. Just like when you been apply for your license newly before, when you come this country, they can send you provisional. But for this one, they don't go send you provisional. They go send your license back to you, to your house, your original license you send to them. But if we don't update them for system, if you can't go online, say go check your license, do your check, you will see say your license don't get upgraded by having a provisional entitlement for you to apply for a lorry. You understand me? So next page I will show you, like, give you breakdown so you get pictorial understanding on the level and stages to take apply, where you will take cross and what it entail to take get to where me I did today. Now so the next stage, now this, like, I'll just give you like basic breakdown so that you we don't reason too many, we don't wonder say how you could take run out. It's not like every stage is where you could take to acquire, to able get you to your final goal and destination. On the normal, all these things, nothing serious. I just want people know that to give updates. You know, want me, you know, what they go on. You could just the wrong package. All this shit stuff we they see. So, and all these European boys they run, they use and they also they chop money, they go on the low key. Normally, we, my own people, now the Zimbabwean guys and girls, now in they get time easy. You know, say them their license, no hard for them. They go just come, they go just swap on. But we Nigeria now, no normal, we go follow the normal procedure, do theory, do practical. You know those kind of things. Why it be like that? But at the same time, you really find something, you know what you want, so you go for them. So number one stage, a visual roadmap to gaining your HGV class 1 C+E license from medical check to professional qualification. Step 1, a medical check. Remember that form I showed you before. wey you go get from post office. Complete your D4 medical form. Na there you go do your health and eye side check by a GMC registered doctor. Confirm you meet HGV driving medical standard. And wetin doctor go check all these things. Doctor go make sure say yeah, everything your eyesight dey okay, but nothing serious. Even me when I do my own, just quick check 1 2 1 2. She don run am. She go just put some things for wall. Tell you say make you call some alphabet, check this, check that. Ask you whether you dey smoke, ask you whether you dey drink. All those two things, nothing much. You don move on to the next one. Then you apply for your provisional license, which I explained to you. Once you don fill your D2 form, which is your application form, you go send am together, your D2 plus your D4 form, to DVLA. Inside that thing wey you dey send, you go put your license inside. No forget, as I dey tell you now, your license, your normal motor car license wey you get, original license you go put am inside that envelope wey you dey send together with your D2 and your D4. And they go come send am back to you like in 2 weeks time, which you are going to receive a C+E provisional entitlement. Now, when you don send your license back to you, e mean say you don get this provisional entitlement, but e no go dey on top of your license yet. But for system, e don dey upgraded. If you wan check am, you just go online, go gov.uk, check your license, you go scan the provisional entitlement don dey there. After that, the step 3 is your theory test. For this theory test, you go run multiple choice question, 100 questions. You go run hazard perception, 19 video clips. Then you go do test road laws, safety and hazard awareness. This na wetin you go run for your theory test. All these exams wey you dey see so, they get their date wey you go set, you go book for them. Then step 4, you go do your CPC case study. This one too na also computer based driving scenario. You go run am. You go do your test professional decision making. All these three you see are required for driving working professionally. All these steps, number 4 steps, they required for you to drive and for you to work. It's required for drivers working professionally. In case you want hustle, you must run this CPC case study step. You no fit escape am. Step 5, practical training. After you don do those theory, you don do your case study, those 2 places, you go come enter practical. You must pass those ones sef before you go fit do practical. So you no pass those first 3 and 4 steps, you no fit jump to step 5. So your practical training is usually 5 to 9 days intensive training course. You go learn reversing, you go learn road driving and vehicle control. Then you come finally, after you don do all these days training wey you don do, you come finally prepare for your practical test. And that one you go sit down just like you do your car test. You come sit down, you and your instructor go dey your side for your lorry. You go hold the lorry, you go do the normal everything you don learn for these 5 to 9 days. You go show your instructor, una go enter road, una go rugged am together. Normally, nothing dey there. If you don pass your driving test, you go definitely pass this one. At the end of the day, the koko na say get patience, no rush, no fear. Everything will come easy for you, my brother and my sister. Then step 6, your off-road practical test. This one you go do your reversing maneuver. You must show say you fit reverse the trailer. They will tell you how you go run the maneuver, where you go carry trailer come from. You reverse the back, enter one particular box where they don't put for you for there. You go make sure say you enter there perfectly, and you no cross the line. There are rules to it. You will go try, how. Then you go also go through coupling and uncoupling trailer. You must show you say you sabi couple and you sabi uncouple trailer. No be say you go start trailer, you want to move, before you know, your truck where you want drive don't disconnect on your trailer. No, you must learn how to couple am, you must learn how to uncouple am. And after all these things conducted, all these things wey you see, they must conduct them in a control test area. They get a specific area where they will conduct all these stages of step 6. Now just specific areas, they will show you, your instructor will show you how to do all these things. Nothing did here. 1, 2, 3, you don't run am, everything don't finish. Step 7, which is finally on road driving test. After you don't do all these things where you dey see, so we will talk for step 5 and 6, you will come run 90 minutes driving assessment. So now be your final, final, when they say you want to sit down for WAEC, whether you go enter university or not, now be this one. You want run your 90 minutes driving assessment. This is real time traffic condition with road. Everybody they do their own, they go work, they do their hustle for road. You go enter road too with your trailer. And before you start with your instructor, you must do your show me and tell me safety questions. If you want start your driving, if you fail your show me and tell me safety questions, if you even start that exam that day, you don't already fail. This is not like the first thing, show me and tell me, just like it be for your car, that's what it be for your truck and your HGV test. At the end of the day, if you don't pass this stage 7, your step 8, which is your stage 8, is your CPC practical demonstration, which you do your vehicle walk around checks, load security knowledge, emergency procedures. For this stage, now after you don't pass your practical, then you go come they go do like CPC practical demonstration to sure say things wey you don't read for your CPC you finally understand, and they go ask you questions of like wetin you go do if your truck hits bridge, wetin who be the first people you go call, na police, na fire service, wetin you suppose do when you hit bridge. Normally you need check the bridge number. This is not like procedures, this is not like all the things you need to know. How you suppose check your car before you start work, and your truck, check your tires, check everything, check your windows, check the engine, check all the belts, check tire battery health, your load security knowledge, which type of load they tie with this rope, which type of load they tie with chain, the load calculation on top of your truck, how you no go carry overweight, how you go take load your truck, wey be say every axle go take every particular amount of ton of load. You no go overload one axle pass another axle. All these things, then you go understand your emergency procedures. This na wetin you go learn for step 8, CPC practical. All these things no hard. Before you know if you don't finish am, if you do am, if you feel rugged and reach step 6 and steps 4 and step 5, trust me my brother and sister, you don't finish everything. At the end of the day, your final step after you don't finish this step 8 wey I tell you, start your HGV career, receive driver qualification card, which is your DQC, bam, apply for digital tachograph card, bam, you can now work as a professional HGV driver. Because once you don't do all these things, when you don't get your DQC card, you don't get your tachograph card, which you go pay, I think it's around £30 or so. I paid for my own. They'll send and come your house address for you. Bam, you don't get all those ones, brother and sister. You don't finish, you don't run your package. Now, as I don't give you now all these steps, at the description of this video, I go drop the company where I use, because all these stages where I tell you, no easy. Honestly, all of us they hustle, they do other work. Some of us get child care, some of us get so many runnings wey we do. Now when me I will run my own, I no fit get time say I will come dey book for all these exams myself. So I use one stone kill two bird. I use one company. I go put the company details for the description of the video as I dey talk to now. I go put their number. You go decide if you want hit them up. And how me I dey run my own. I go online, I get their details, I call them, I tell them say I dey be. And me and them will reach agreement. We settle for payment plan. Because at the end of the day, this process is where you dey see, so my brother and sisters, a time wey you go take the set exams, they go write, say you wan write exam, you wan book date, na the company go help you run am, wey go make am easy. They just dey send you email, let you know. And again, I no dey advertise for this company, they no dey pay me anything. I just dey tell una how me I take run my own, wey e be easy for me. wey be say I no stress. But dey work my night shift also, na so I dey read for work too. I dey read my theory, I dey read everything. Dem dey tell me when my day 3 they go send me email, I go write my exam. Then they do all the whole hard work. My own na to just prepare. When you register with them, they go send you wetin you go use prepare sef for your exam. Na so the matter be. Your own be say just pass the exam. Na so e be.